Congratulations! You've realized that your company needs a product information management system to handle your product data, and in doing so, you've already gotten way ahead of a lot of the competition. That realization is just the beginning though. The next question you should be asking is, which PIM system is the best fit for my business? Which isn't as straightforward as it might seem. If you haven't already looked into the PIM market, let me tell you, there are so many options out there. And choosing the right PIM software can be tricky if you don't know what factors to look for. I'm Mikey with Plitix, and in this video we're going to explore the different factors that e-commerce and retail businesses should consider when searching for a PIM system, so that you can find the perfect solution for you and your company. At its core, PIM software should simplify your company's workflows by giving you one central hub where you can work on your product data and prepare it for distribution. Before diving into your software search though, you should ask yourself some preliminary questions like, where do we get our data from at the moment? Where do we then publish that data? Can we use the same system for our digital assets, like our product images? And of course the big one, what do we want to achieve with this software overall? Think of these questions as the groundwork you lay down before getting started, since they'll clarify what your PIM tool needs to do to truly support your existing business processes. For a full, comprehensive list of questions to consider, I've linked a resource in the description. It also includes a list of features to look out for and compares the top PIM providers, so it's really a very useful resource to have on hand during your PIM decision journey. Once you've got the answers to these questions in mind, it's time to start comparing PIM providers. When you do, there are certain characteristics you should pay extra special attention to make sure the system's going to benefit your business as much as possible. Let's go through them now. As you delve deeper into PIM systems, you'll notice two main types, SaaS and open source. Which is the better choice? At a glance, open source might seem more attractive. It often appears to be more affordable or even free, and is generally 100% customizable, provided you have the necessary resources and personnel on hand. However, open source requires a lot of technical expertise. Implementing it is a time-consuming and complex process, typically requiring a dedicated development team. You're on your own when it comes to hosting, maintenance, and system updates, as well as all integrations, all of which can ultimately mean more unexpected costs. In contrast, SaaS solutions are typically cloud-hosted, ready to use, flexible, scalable, user-friendly, and accessible from anywhere. Also, with a SaaS PIM, you know exactly what costs to expect, since the model usually operates on a subscription basis, and it's up to the software provider to handle things like hosting and any necessary updates or maintenance. This price stability is important for businesses of any size, naturally, but it's especially significant for small and medium-sized businesses, since for businesses like these, predictable monthly or annual costs are absolutely preferable to massive upfront investments in infrastructure and personnel. However, remember that a SaaS PIM limits you to the features provided by that particular provider, which can make it a bit restrictive. So again, it's worth investigating the different options available before you sign on the dotted line. There's a lot more to say on this subject, so much in fact that we've got a whole other video just about this, which I'm linking here and in the description. For now though, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, user friendliness. If you want people in your organization to use this software and use it right, it's crucial that the tool isn't overly complicated and is accessible to those with limited technical expertise. I mean, what's the point of having a powerful tool with advanced features if nobody actually uses them? You'll want software that doesn't require technical know-how and doesn't feel like you need a master's degree to operate it. The interface should be self-explanatory and clear, allowing everyone to navigate it quickly. It should be intuitive, helping you quickly locate whatever product information you need and carry out any other actions efficiently. After all, that's what a PIM tool is designed for. Lastly, the tool should facilitate easy collaboration, giving you seamless company-wide product data management and sharing. There's no benefit in introducing software like this if only the IT guy ends up actually using it. This might sound like a given, but it's not always standard. You should definitely have the option of a free trial, so you can test the PIM tool and be sure it meets all your requirements and is easy to use. After all, again, the aim is company-wide adoption. Personally, I'd only consider PIM options that allow you to extensively trial the system before purchasing, and make sure that the trial isn't some watered-down version, but the real deal that lets you test all the functionalities. When considering tools and software, most businesses have a set budget to work with, so it's important to make sure the PIM systems you're considering fit within that budget. Now, that's nothing new, but there are a few things, especially with PIM systems, that can quickly increase costs without us even noticing. To save time and frustration, it's important to prioritize PIM systems with transparent pricing plans, and flexibility too. You really need to make sure you're not overpaying for a bunch of features you're not actually going to use. A common upcharge is charging per user. It sounds like a small thing, but can actually inflate costs super quickly if you're not careful. I'd look for unlimited storage included in your plan as standard as well, for similar reasons. And one final key element to look for is flexible contract durations to avoid long-term commitments to untested solutions. Whatever the case, introducing new software company-wide can be challenging. No matter how user-friendly a tool may be, you're gonna need help from your chosen PIM vendor at some point. For that reason, extensive customer support is crucial. I'm not just talking about the occasional email response or a vaguely human-sounding AI chatbot. No, you want to find a system that gives you a dedicated contact to guide you through the entire implementation process and is on hand later for any issues that may come up. This expert guidance is how you can be confident that the tool is set up and used correctly, unlocking its full potential. Ultimately, companies adopt PIM systems to lay a foundation for growth, so it's fundamental that your chosen PIM is designed for scalability and continuous support as your business expands. This means flexibility in adding features, not being restricted by storage or user limits, and the ability to accommodate growth of any nature. So stuff like adding more people to your team, more people adding more products to your catalog, more people selling more of your products in more places and on more sales channels. You get the idea. On that last note, as you venture into more sales channels, as you absolutely should, your tool should also offer features that simplify and speed up product data optimization and distribution. Like the ability to use one central version of your data to create multiple versions on export to meet each channel's specific requirements. And you can check out the link in the description to learn more about that. Well, that about wraps up what you need to focus on when choosing your future PIM system. I hope these points make your search at least a little bit easier, and if you're keen on delving deeper into PIM and comparing top providers, then download our PIM guide from the link in the description. You can also seek genuine, validated user feedback on review platforms like G2, and if you're curious about Plytix's features, why not try it for yourself? There's a link to get a demo in the description too. Happy PIM shopping, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time. Customizable. It's generally 100% customizable. Customizable. Which piston? PIM system.